that's a good brew. I tell you what, that is a good brew. It's here, guys. Finally, once a year opportunity. I'm finally going to be doing my Premier League 2020/21 predictions, guys. Yippee. And I've got my cat Wangle down there. There he is. Looking all sad like he always does. But yeah, sorry about the boxes in the background. It's all our old school stuff. Yeah, all old school stuff. Very, very weird stuff there, but there we are. Anyway, so yes, Premier League predictions. Let's get straight into it. Obviously the Premier League starting today, so I better hurry up and upload this video for you guys. So I've got my predictions and Ben's predictions. Ben's actually gone to see his friend, Alfie, so he's going to miss the first game, Arsenal-Fulham. So yeah, that's a shame. But anyway, let's start off, guys. Premier League predictions, and I'm going to start off with 20th place for me, and I have put Fulham. Yes, Fulham will be going down, in my opinion, 20th place. They haven't got a Premier League side. Obviously, you have Alexander Mitrovic. He will bag a lot of goals from this season, but defensively, they're not strong enough. They've got Tim Ream at the back, Cyrus Christie, not the strongest of players. Also, they brought in Areola on loan, which is a good goalkeeper, but gradually, overall, Fulham's team is not a Premier League squad for now, but I do like Scott Parker, and obviously I love him, as he used to be a Spurs player. Ben's 20th place, he's put West Brom, obviously as a team that people would put in a relegation zone, so I guess West Brom isn't a reasonable place for them to be. So 20th West Brom for Ben. My 19th place, I have gone with Aston Villa. I'm sorry, Aston Villa fans. I love your stadium, love your club overall, but last season you were quite lucky to stay up, of course. Obviously you brought in loads of players with 100 million, and somehow you stayed up. Congratulations, you did. You've kept Jack Grealish this year, which is superb. You've just bought Ollie Watkins, which is good. But is Ollie Watkins going to fire loads of goals in for you? He did it in the Championship, but is he a Premier League player? He's young, he's never played in the Premier League, and he'll probably be up front on his own. Obviously you have Wesley and Samata on the bench, and Davies. You might play one of them up front with him, but I reckon you'll struggle this season, and Jack Grealish will leave after the season. So that's why I'm putting you 19th. But I wouldn't be surprised if you just nick it again at the end and finish 17th. Ben's 19th place, he's gone with Fulham. So there we are, Fulham for Ben. My 18th place, okay. It's one of the newly promoted sides. Is it Leeds or is it West Brom? For my 18th place, normally a team who've just been promoted does really well, and the other two do really bad. One's done bad for me already, Fulham. But which one's done bad for me, and I'm putting them relegated 18th, is it West Brom or Leeds? I have put Leeds United. I am so sorry, Leeds United fans. 18th place, you're going down. I'm probably the first person to ever say you're going down in the predictions on YouTube. But let's have a look at your team. You brought in Rodrigo, good player, but he only scores 8 or 9 goals a season, and that's in the Liga Santander, which is easier than the Prem. You're looking at your team, you've got Luke Ayling, good player, not Premier League worthy though, okay? You've got Patrick Bamford, don't get me started with him. You've got Pablo Hernandez, old, good player, but he's old. Will he keep up the Prem? Physicality? I don't think so. Your team, also you've lost Ben White, of course, to Brighton, which is a big loss because he was your best centre-back last season. So I feel like you're in big trouble. You need to sign some players. You might be signing some players. So, yeah, my predictions might be wrong with this one. But I think Leeds are going down because the team is not good enough. But you've got a great manager, of course, Bielsa. Great stadium, great fans. I love you, Leeds. But I'm sorry, you will not do it this season. Your team's not good enough. I'm sorry. And there's the dislikes coming in. I can hear it. Can you hear it, Wangle? Wangle just said he'll dislike as well. What? Wangle? He likes Leeds, so... Oh well, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, 18th Leeds, I'm sorry. Ben's 18th place, he's gone with Aston Villa. So there we are, Aston Villa, 18th place. So now, surviving on the cusp of 17th place, I have put... Is it West Brom? No. I reckon they'll do well this season, in my opinion. I've put the other west side, West Ham. West Ham 17th, just staying up once again. The reason why they'll stay up because they've got good quality in their side, but the owners are absolutely atrocious, so they could struggle and they could easily get relegated. But obviously they've got Bowen, Antonio, Declan Rice, Souček, Fabianski. They've got good players, but they haven't bought many. And Yarmolenko might be on his way out to China, but hopefully they can keep him because he's a good player. Ben's 17th place, just staying up, is Leeds. So he's just kept him up, maybe by a point or two. So yeah, Leeds for 17th place, which I guess they'll take staying up, I guess. That's a big slurp, wasn't it? So yeah, 17th place for me, West Ham. Into 16th place, I have put a team who everyone thought was going to be rubbish last season. I've put Sheffield United in 16th place. Last season they finished 9th, a very, very, very good season under Chris Wilder. And Chris Wilder, if Jurgen Klopp didn't win a league with Liverpool, he would have got Manager of the Year. He had a great season, but Sheffield United, I think it was the one season syndrome thing. I think the second season they will struggle. Obviously they've brought in Jamal Lowe, so what am I on about? They've brought in Max Lowe, I should say, and of course Bogle, but also sort of snoring Wangle. But also they've brought in Ampadu as well, which is I guess is a good sign on loan from Chelsea. But I just think Sheffield United will struggle this season. They haven't brought in anyone massive, but Chris Wilder will keep them up, and I still think they'll stay up because of Chris Wilder mainly. Ben's 16th place, he's put West Ham. So our predictions are very similar. West Ham, of course, going to struggle this season. We all know that. I'd be very surprised if they don't. Into 15th place. Have you realised I haven't said West Brom yet? Well, in 15th place, I've gone with Brighton. West Brom are still going, guys, for me. 15th place, Brighton. I think they have a good season this season. They always will be around down there. I would have put them higher. But it's difficult to put them where because they normally finish around 15th to about 17th. Obviously, they brought Adam Lallana. It's a great signing for Brighton, of course. Obviously, they've got Lamptey at the right back now. Great youngster. But also, they brought in the veteran Joel Veltman, who will be very good for them for the back line as well. And obviously, they've got Mopai, Trossard. They've got a good team. Obviously, they've got a really good team Brighton this season. So I'll be looking forward to watching them. And yeah, congratulations. Obviously, you've got a great manager, Graham Potter. Superb. Ben's 15th place, he has put Sheffield United, so probably same reasons as me. Will struggle this season because the quality of players they have compared to others are not the greatest. Into 14th place, so we're getting through these quite quickly. 14th place, guys, it stops here. West Bromwich Albion, 14th place for me. One team promotes I will do well, and for some reason, I think West Brom will do well. Obviously, I've got Charlie Austin up front. Okay. But they've brought in Callum Robson, who's alright, I guess. But they do need another striker for sure. They've got Robson Kanu, who banged a few goals in last season. But also, they've brought two great midfielders back. They've brought Diagana from West Ham, 18 million, and Pereira as well, top assist last season. So their midfield is sorted. They've got Jake Livermore as well. I think he's still there, which is quite cool because obviously he used to play for Spurs. But also they've got... Their back line isn't the strongest, but they've got the Egyptian Hegazi at the back. A massive brute. He's 6'6" for Christ's sake, so you don't want to be messing around with him. And obviously they've got Sam Johnson in goal, a good goalkeeper for them. So yeah, I reckon West Brom will finish 14th. And of course, they've got Slaven Bilic. Great manager. And you'll probably be screaming at the screen now. I'm sorry, but West Brom will do well this season, in my opinion. I'll probably look like a mug and they'll probably be bottom, but oh well. And also, Tottenham, we always lose or draw against West Brom. They're our bogey side, we just don't beat them. I don't know why. Let's just have a swig of the cup of tea. And stroke my cat. And now, 14th place for Ben. He has put Crystal Palace. And they will take it this season, of course, as their team is not the greatest right now and they've got a lot of injuries, but I'll talk about it in a minute. So your 14th place, Crystal Palace for Ben. Into my 13th place, I've gone with Crystal Palace, a place above Ben's. And they'll take that, of course. They brought in Eze for 20 million, great signing. They're keeping hold of Zaha for now, which is crucial for them. But also, they've just got Batshuayi on loan. Superb loan deal. Of course, they've got Jordan Ayew up front, Christian Benteke, and Batshuayi. And I reckon that will help them so much to stay up because they need a goal scorer. And Batshuayi knows where the net is. Of course, they've got a lot of injuries right now. basically a whole back line. People say their back line's old. They've got Scott Dam, James Tompkins, Gary Cahill, Sacco. All top centre-backs, all got loads of experience in the Premier League. And I don't care if they're old. They're a difficult team to beat. They always are. They always have been a difficult team to beat. So yeah, Crystal Palace 13th and Roy Hodgson at the back, at manager I should say. They will stay up and they'll do fine, in my opinion. But people put them relegated. I don't know what's going through your brains, lads. In my opinion, again. Ben's 13th place. He's put Brighton. So he's expecting them to have a really good season and they will definitely take that. But Brighton are one to watch this season. I reckon they'll be the dark horses. Better watch out for them. Into 12th place, I've gone with Burnley. Okay, and obviously Burnley finished, what was it, 10th last season? And that was a very good season. Was it 10th? Was it 10th? I can't remember where it finished. It finished, I think they finished 10th last season, didn't they? Or 10th or 11th or something. So yeah, roughly around there for me as well. Obviously, Burnley overachieving, of course. Not the greatest of side, but they work hard for each other. Sean Dyche, one of the best managers in England. Probably top 3 best managers in England. Or top 5 at least. Also, you've got a strong team. I've got Chris Wood, Barnes up front, Vidra. So yeah, strong strike force. Difficult to beat in the air, of course. Also, you've got James Tarkowski and Ben Mee at the back, which is superb for them, of course. The greatest goalkeeper in the Prem last season. Nick Pope, of course, superb. And they just need to work on their midfield, I think. But because they haven't bought many, but you cannot forget Dwight McNeil as well, the youngster. Great player. So yeah, Burnley 12 for me, they'll be just fine. Ben's 12th place, he's put Newcastle United. So yeah, I guess that's they'll take that, I guess. It's an improvement from last season from 13th, but I've put them a bit higher because they've got some good players this season. Into 11th place, I've gone with not Newcastle, I've gone with Southampton. And Southampton, of course, had a really good season last season, started poorly, and at the end played superbly because of one man, Danny Ings. And I'm worried for Southampton because if Danny Ings doesn't bag the goals in, they could be in big trouble. But luckily they've got Che Adams looking very good, Obafemi, Shane Long. They've got all good players who do like to score goals. They've got Gineppo on the wing, of course, Nathan Redmond. They've got a really, really good side. Jan Benrek at the back as well. Obviously they've lost Højbjerg to Tottenham, which is a shame, but they've brought in Kyle Walker-Peters and Salasu, the guy from Real Valladolid. So yeah, they've strengthened their back line, and that's the main part for their team. The back line was a bit weak, so they've strengthened it, and they've done very well. So Southampton would be fine, 11th place. Let's have another. And Ben's 11th place is Southampton, so we agree. First one, Southampton, 11th, Ben and I think. Into the top half of the table now. My 10th place, I've gone with Newcastle. You're probably, what? What? Yes, Newcastle. Also, you've got obviously Steve Bruce and the Rain, of course. I think he's an alright manager, to be fair. He works hard for the team. He says honest reviews of the team performance. So I like him a lot. Obviously, they've brought in Jamal Lewis, superb signing. Ryan Fraser on a free, which is wonderful to see. That rhymed. Pretty decent. And, of course, Callum Wilson. So the Bournemouth partnership will be linking up there. Obviously, we've got St. Maximin, Almiron. They've got a good team. John Joe Shelby in the midfield, They've got Fabian Schär, but I think he's injured. Obviously, we've got Dubravka, one of the best keepers in the Prem, but he's injured. So they could be in big trouble at the start of the season because they've got quite a few injuries like they always do, but they'll be just fine. And I think they'll have a good season, so I'm putting them 10th. I don't know why. I just think they've got a strong side and they're difficult to go to St James's Park and beat them, let's be honest. Ben's 10th place, he's put Burnley, and they'll definitely take that. That's a great season once again for Burnley. Now into off double figures, into 9th place. We're getting close now, guys. I've gone with Everton. I think Everton will have a very good season this season, but won't reach where they want to be. Obviously, they brought in James Rodriguez, superb signing, of course. So yeah, and Decore, of course, and brought in someone else. I don't want this video to be too long, but they're looking very good this season. And obviously, Carlo Ancelotti, great manager. Ben's 9th place, we agree, Everton. So there we are, Everton for both of us. In my 8th place, and Ben and I have both gone for this team in 8th place, we've gone with Leicester. Yes, they have a poorer season this season. The reason why is because obviously they've lost Ben Chilwell. They brought in Castagna, but they've got Europa League, and I think they'll struggle with squad depth. So yeah, 8th place will be for them, I'm afraid. Into 7th place, I've gone with Wolves. And also they have no Europa League this season, so I reckon they could sneak in Europa League this year, which will help them out because obviously fitness-wise. And Wolves are just a strong team overall. They haven't really bought many players, but yeah, Wolves will be just fine. Of course, they've just bought Fabio Silva, the youngster, 36 million. I don't think that's good. 36 million for a kid. I'm not too sure about that one. But yeah, Wolves, 7th place for me. Wow, Ben's 7th place. He's gone with Arsenal. We are Spurs fans. Oh, I'm sorry. But now, into the top 6, guys. And in my top 6, 6th place, getting Europa League, I will be putting Arsenal. Yes, Arsenal. They've improved their defence at least. They've got Gabriel and Saliba at the back now. But they've got Willian. But they haven't really done much else. Of course, Aubameyang will be their main player. Once again, 6th place, Arsenal. Ben's 6th place, he's put Wolves. So you think they get Europa League? A good season for Wolves then, he's looking. Maybe because they don't have Europa League. No, can rest their players, I guess. I'm not too sure. Into 5th place, and Ben and I agree with this. We have gone with our team, Mighty Spurs. Yes, 5th place. Obviously, it's going to be a difficult season this season. We've got Europa League, but who knows what will happen. We've got Jose Mourinho, so we don't know. We've got Højbjerg brought in, Doherty, Joe Hart. And we're trying to get a backup striker, but 5th place will be it for us this season. We're miles behind the rest at the top. Into 4th place, Ben and I agree with 4th place. We've gone with Manchester United. Looking very, very good this season. Of course, Bruno Fernandes, but also Donny van der Beek in as well, which is a great signing from Ajax. But Man United, I just think they could push up, but I just have a feeling they won't this season. I'm not too sure why, I just don't think they won't. Into my 3rd place, and I've gone with Chelsea. So I will put them higher next season. This season, no, because they need to gel with each other. They've brought Thiago Silva, Ben Chilwell, Werner, Havertz, Ziyech, Sarr. They've brought all these great players. Mendy might be coming in, the goalkeeper. But all these great players. But will they gel straight away? No. 3rd place for them. They'll take that for now. But next season, I can see them pushing for the title. But Ben's 3rd place, oh no. Liverpool. Ben, you've had a mare here. Liverpool in 3rd. Oh, don't. I said this to him. Why you put Liverpool 3rd? They were 18 points in front of City last season and 30 points in front of Man United and Chelsea. I don't know. But now, the top 2, guys. And the 1st place for the Premier League, in my opinion, is going to be... I'm sorry, but Man City are going to win it. I don't know why I think that. But yeah, I think City have a great team this season. Like always, Liverpool do as well. But it won't be as close this season. So yeah, I've just gone with City, Liverpool 2nd. I don't know why, because they're both great. I just think City have got a bit more quality. Maybe because of Kevin De Bruyne. Superb. But Ben's 1st place, of course, he's put City as well. The same reason as me. And Chelsea in 2nd. Maybe that might happen, but I don't think so in my opinion. But that is it, guys, of the Premier League. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please smash that button, subscribe down below. Premier League predictions. Premier League's on in a minute. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.